Hey, it's Cody. I thought we might take a little meander through the mass market version of The Relative Tarot by Carrie Paris. Full transparency, Wiser Books was so kind as to send me this deck for review, and I don't feel like I'd seen it before somehow. I feel like I didn't realize it had been picked up for a mass market version. I do remember when it was indie. I think it did a Kickstarter or pre-orders. I don't know exactly how it went, but this is mass market, and I figured it was kind of a Samhain thing, maybe, that we could have a look at. So here's the box. I don't know. You can screenshot that or something if you want to read it. I'm not going to sit here and read that because I don't feel like it. Magnet closure. Who am I? What have I come here to do? And how do I find my soul's truth? I think that a sort of purple version of this exact photo was the cover for Tarot for Troubled Times, I think. I know it was a purple version of this very same photo is on a book that I have. I think that's what it's called, but maybe not. All right, so this is kind of a different sort of deck. Okay, we'll look at the guidebook after, but the guidebook doesn't, it's not really so much about the meanings of the cards, as it is, like about birth cards, just different things like that. So we'll take a look at that, because this is really a very interesting part of this deck. We have a little ribbon to pull out our deck. On the bottom, fare thee well till next we meet. I don't know if that's one of those Victorian post-mortem photos or not. Maybe. I don't know. I like to imagine that it is. I don't know why I would like to imagine that, but I would. I'll just put that over there. I'll have to just remember what it is. All right, so we've got gilding. Shiny, shiny gilding. I've already used this deck quite a bit. Oh my god, why won't it look? It's not that scratched up, actually. This is one of those gildings some people don't mind and some people, like, hate. It's got a lip on the gilding. Well, that's not gonna work. It won't look at this, but it's got a lip around it at each card that makes it difficult to shuffle. I just do it with the card fronts up. Fuck it. Alright, so. Alright. From what I've read in the guidebook, from what I understand of reading in the guidebook, this deck was created by Carrie Paris, and she, I believe, had a private Facebook group or something. I don't remember. It says in here. But where people sent in photos of their ancestors, old black and white kind of photos. And those were the ones that were used in this deck. I don't know how much these have changed, if any, from the indie version. I don't have the indie version. I haven't seen the full anything of the indie version. I just do know that it was a thing that was independently published. So yeah. Alright, so here we have the Fool. Something that I think is really cool about these cards is that there's elements of the Rider-Waite-Smith artwork with photoshopped into the card illustrations with the photos of people's ancestors. Here's our magician. We can see in the background the Rider-Waite-Smith magician's arm and part of his cloak hanging here. We can see his table back there. On the full, we have the little dog. There's the cliff edge. We've got our high priestess, and she has her 2 pillars in the background. Here's our empress. That's not what I was trying to do. The emperor. He's got the staff and the throne there. The Hierophant. Now, we're to the Lovers, and this deck gives you 3 options. We've got, I don't know. Here are the choices. Am I stuck to another one? Nope. For the Lovers. So you can pick whichever one you feel most comfortable with. And I think, I don't feel like I've seen this in a mass market deck until this one. I could be mistaken, but this is the first time I've seen that. I will note, I don't know if you can see it on here, but the color's a little bit different. So if you're looking at, looks like the heterosexual couple here, maybe, I don't know. It's a little more blue, the background, than the others are more purple. So you've got options for your lovers. Got the Chariot. Now, when I was flipping through this at first, I was like, what the fuck is happening? You also have options with Strength and Justice. So, I know that in the RWS system, Strength is number 8, but if you're looking at Thoth, Justice is number 8. So, depending on your preference, you can pick. There's also one of each of these that are numbered 11. So it's just your preference, whatever you want to work with. I don't really see, I don't see direct pieces of the RWS in this strength. But I think this is the exact little scales here. Got our Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like Wheel of Fortune cards are hit or miss for me. I either love them or I hate them, and I actually really like this one. Alright, so here are, we have our Justice and our Strength numbered 11. The Hanged Man. Death. She's got our little death flag there. Temperance. Devil. Tower. Star. Now you may have noticed these numbers down here have to do with birth card stuff, just sort of helping you align the major arcana to your birth card. So I don't remember what this number is, but it's something too. It's all in the guidebook. The guidebook is actually really good. Even if it's not one of the more traditional sort of guidebooks that would come like a deck like this. Come with a deck like this. Instead of the world, here we have the universe. She's got her wreath, all of her little things here, just like the RWS. Alright, we're on wands. There's the 2. 3. 4, 5. I like the people on this one. 6 of Wands. 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands. 9 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Got our Page. Our Knight. Our Queen. And our King. These cards are kind of glossy. You probably noticed. Alright, here's Ace of Swords. 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords. This, normally I hate this card, but this I think is one of my favorites in this deck. 4 of Swords. 5 of Swords. 6 of Swords. 7 of Swords. 8 of Swords. 9 of Swords. This one's not really traditional Rider-Waite-Smith-ish to me. I mean, the lady waking up looks like she's just stretching after a good night's sleep. Not that she's been awake worrying all night, so. Here's our 10 of Swords. Our Page. Holy shit. Our Knight. Our Queen. And our King of Swords. Ace of Cups. 2 of Cups. 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. 6 of Cups. 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups. 9 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Page. Just got the little cup with the fish peeking out. Wow, sorry. This is getting out of control over here. Our Knight. Queen. And King of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. Just pick these up. 7 of Pentacles. Damn light. 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. And our Page. Our Knight. Our Queen, Harriet Tubman. And the King of Pentacles. There might have been other famous pictures of people in here. If there were, some of them I feel like I'd kind of seen before. I don't know exactly, what was going on or who they were. So yeah, this was the deck. This deck for me is a really easy reader. I mean, it sticks pretty close to RWS stuff. Really what this deck is more about is working with the ancestors, right? Did I show you the backs? They're nice. I like those. All right, so our guidebook. A guidebook for the diligent diviner. All right. Oh my gosh. So I was talking about numbers. So this is helping you discover your tarot blueprint. Oh, it's talking here about what the numbers are. Here's the corresponding major arcana birth card numbers. The Magician, it's 19, 10, 1. And on the right is the corresponding minor arcana card pairings. In this case, 1s and 10s. Forgot what that number on the right meant. All right, so this is calculating your birth card. Got single birth cards. Calculating annual cards. And then it actually kind of goes into each possibility that you could have. For me personally, I am the 19, 10, 1, which means I have 3 birth cards instead of 2. I wound up with the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun. Normally, it's just sort of a footnote at the bottom of like what everyone else has. But in this book, it actually does go into each specific birth card situation that you could have. So I didn't feel left out this time. It used mine for examples in here and stuff, so I thought that was pretty cool. So, talking here about birth cards and things is a perfect segue into a couple of books. Get this out of the way. That I think this deck would be perfect for working through. And one of those is the Ancestral Tarot by Nancy Hendrickson. Uncover your past and chart your future. I have worked partway through this book. I have not completed the whole thing by any means. There is so much information in here. Good information. I will be doing a full review on this book. I'll probably do it on my blog and not on here because I tend to forget things that I wanted to say. Even if I make notes, I do a lot better writing than I do speaking. So, this book, I will say, it's one of the best books on this that's out there. Like there just really can't be anything better than this. It breaks down your ancestors into, your biological ancestors, ancestors of place. Oh, where was that? I just saw a little family tree kind of thing. Yeah. And ancestors of like archetypal, maybe. I forgot what it was. Place. Time. It's also some past life work. As you can see, there's a shitload of spreads. I have a journal dedicated to this. It's just it's not really the kind of thing you just sit down and do all at once. Like this, it takes time to do the things, to journal about the things, to really let the things sink in before you're moving on to the next thing. So, I do highly recommend this book, and I have been using the Relative Tarot with this, and it's been going along perfectly. I will say, if you're new to tarot, if you're a beginner, this book really might be a lot. It kind of feels a lot to me, and I'm not having to stop and look up tarot meanings or, remember what this card means or anything like that. I would save this until you really know your way around the cards, before taking on this book. I think it could easily become overwhelming if you're struggling with card meanings as well. I think the Relative Tarot would be perfect with this, because it is an easy reader. It's very obvious what the cards are if you know your RWS stuff. So yeah, there was that. And also, literally, as I was setting up for this video, the Book of Seances by Claire Goodchild showed up. I got to read this, but I did not... I got to read this early, but I did not have the physical copy. And I am so excited. I went to my local Barnes & Noble because sometimes they don't really give a shit all the time about release dates. So sometimes you can go there and find things a few days early. So I went there like 6 times to see if this was out early. It wasn't. So I was thinking that today is October 25th, 2022. So this is this book's release date. So I was hoping to cheat it by a couple days, finding it, physically in person. But then I ended up just having to wait for the one that I'd ordered off of fucking Amazon. Shit, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I was afraid that everyone else was gonna, have theirs, and I would be sitting here waiting for the mail to show up for, days. I didn't know if they were gonna send it out on this release date or what, but it actually showed up. Yeah. So, I'll link my review, to this down in the description box, but I think that using the Relative Tarot with this would work out fantastic too. I don't know if you guys have seen this anywhere. It's hardcover. Claire Goodchild of Black and the Moon is the creator of quite a few decks. Antique Anatomy, which is mass market. There's also indie versions of it. The Memento Mori Oracle and Lenormand. That is not mass market. Indie. She also had the Oracle of Oddities. Yeah. She's had a lot of stuff. This is her, art style. You see this type of art a lot of places, I feel like, lately. But she was the first one doing this shit, so take a gander. So there's just a wealth of information in this book. There's places to write things I would never, ever write in this book. It would fuck it up, but... Oh my god. Oh, is this the... Oh wait, stop. This isn't a review of this book. But what I am saying is I am very excited to finally have this physical copy, and I feel like, because there is a whole section in here about drawing tarot cards and having, there's the meanings of the card just briefly, but also what kinds of things they could mean in spirit communication. And I am super excited to start drawing cards for that shit. And I feel like the Relative Tarot would probably work really well for this too. There's also these record keeping pages that I'm a huge fan of. Oh my god, I'm gonna read this again just because I need to read the physical book of it. And then Claire herself has gotten to do the audiobook of this too, which is also out today. So after I read through this for a second time, I'm gonna listen to that too. So yeah. So here was The Relative Tarot by Carrie Paris. Huge thank you to Wiser Books for sending this to me to review. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.